have with me Abigael Mbagaya Mukolwe. She's the Vice Chairperson, National Lands Commission, and Stephen Mwangi is the Chief Officer Lands in the Nairobi City County Department. Abigail, let me start with you since you're the lady in the house anyway.
Thank you.
According to the records that are at NLC, who owns this piece of land in Eastleigh?
I would like to answer the question a little differently, because as a commission, we need to look at the mandate of the commission in as far as management of public land is concerned. The commission received a complaint from the Eastleigh Market's people that a piece of land in Eastleigh that they had known to be a market had been allocated to private individuals. And the commission, as provided for under the law, Section 14 of the National Land Commission Act, the commission then proceeded to carry out the process of review of grants and disposition as provided for under the law. So the law requires that we inform all the parties who are interested in a particular piece of land. We give each and everyone an opportunity to be heard, and then thereafter the commission can make a determination on who the owner of the land is.
Don't you have records of the title
So we did
deeds
that.
and
So
who the owner of the land is?
I'm talking about what we have done. So in what we do. So for us, what we do is that we delve deeper. We go to the root of the title to determine. According to the commission, we looked at the planning maps for Nairobi, and we found that this particular plot had been set aside for a public market.
So it belongs to the public?
It was a public market, yes.
Is that the same thing you have, Mr. Stephen?
Yes, actually, let's agree that from the beginning it was a public market.
Yes.
Yes.
And is that where your position is as it stands?
I would like
as we speak right now, can you confirm to Kenyans that it is a public market? It is a public piece of land?
Yes, but the previous City Council of Nairobi, during its tenure, they looked like it allocated this to a private developer.
So is it a public piece of land, or does it belong to the private developer as we speak right now?
Actually, for us, we deal with who is registered by the Ministry of Lands.
And who is that?
As for now, the latest that I saw from my chief valuer was, I think, Alpha Traders. But you know, we deal with secondary information. We get our information of who is registered from the ministry.
When that is the NLC?
No.
The Ministry of Lands, where the NLC is housed.
Okay.
Yes.
So are we looking at a situation here, Abigail, where we have different owners of the same piece of land? Yes. And both the county and the National Land Commission have different records. Is that what you're saying?
Not really. That's not what we are saying. I think what we are trying to say is that there is a complaint that land that had been set aside for public purpose has found itself in private hands.
How did that happen?
Because that is why the commission was set up. If you look at the new constitution and if you look at the law, the commission was set up, and one of its mandates is to manage public land on behalf of national government and county government. And in doing so, we also have another mandate, that is to review all grants and dispositions on public land to determine their legality and propriety, so that where we find that a title is illegal, the commission has been given powers to direct the chief land registrar to revoke such a title. And where the title is irregular, the commission has also been given a mandate that they can also regularize the title. So the commission, upon receiving a complaint from a member of the public on any piece of land in this republic, and I can tell you we've done this for several pieces of land, and we've been able to recover lots of public utility pieces of land, whereby we have directed the chief land registrar to revoke such titles.
I want to bring up a letter, Abigail, and I want, if my director can just bring up that letter on the screen, and I want to read part of it. This letter allegedly comes from the National Land Commission, and part of it says, from the above records availed to us, including your letters of 30th May 2016, this letter is actually addressed to Nairobi City County, that's the governor. They say that you have confirmed that the subject parcel of land was duly allocated out by yourself since 1969. It has then been transferred severally up to the hands of Alpha Traders, who are now developing it. And you have also confirmed that one entire floor shall be surrendered to your county government and be reserved for the 403 traders who are the intended beneficiaries of the land. And we are of the opinion that since the Nairobi County government has not contested the ownership, this matter can be rested there. And you've just said that this piece of land, according to you, belongs to the public. Is this your letter? Let's start from there.
First of all, what I would like to say...
Can you confirm this?
what I would like to say is that I think it would be good for us to go back and confirm if this really came from the National Land Commission.
From the look of things, can you confirm whether it's from the National Lands Commission or not?
I will not be very certain. I would need to go back and look at the issues of the reference, look at the subject matter. And why I would say this is because the process of review of grants and disposition by the Commission has not been completed. So we do not have a determination of the Commission.
But this letter has been signed by your chairman.
That's what it's purporting to do. But I can tell you something. In land matters, we've seen that there are a lot of fraudulent documents out here. That's people purport that they came from Ardhi House, or they came from the National Land Commission, or they've come from even the City Hall. There's a lot of fraud in the management of land in this country. So I would like to go back and look at this letter and really determine, but I'm able to tell you that with certainty maybe by tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Because this matter has not been concluded by the Commission. It's still under review.
Let me bring in Mr. Stephen on this.
Yes.
If the Office of the Ombudsman has confirmed, based on the investigation, that this land is public, the National Lands Commission seems to be saying the same, but the Nairobi City County insists that this land belongs to Alpha Traders. Who's fooling who here?
No, let me not say that we are insisting the land belongs to the Alpha Traders. As far as I'm concerned, Rari, with all due respect, we have 7 court cases on the same, all running from the year 2007, the latest being 2014. I would not like to comment further than that because of the sub judice rule, but as far as I'm concerned, the Ombudsman made a finding. He will give us that report. We'll go through it and make our own determination also as a county government.
Yeah.
Having said that, we work very closely with the National Land Commission. That matter is there for review. We normally make our own position on the same matters. And since, as I said, this matter is in court, I don't want to comment further than that.
Be that as it may, and I agree that some of it is in court, but the same court actually gave orders that there should be no construction on that site until this matter is actually done with. But as we speak, construction is going on. Can you confirm to us that this private developer is so powerful, even the national county, Nairobi County, cannot deal with him? Because you've just mentioned you don't want to talk about court matters. I'm telling you a court order that was given that there should be no construction in that piece of land, but there is construction. I can confirm that.
Rari, I don't want to contest what you are saying, but the fact of the matter is the county government respects court orders. If a court order was given and somebody is flouting that rule, he should be arrested. And as far as I'm concerned, the county government has not given authority for further construction.
So there should be no construction going on there?
If the court order gave that order, there should be no construction. Everybody in this country, including the private developers and every Kenyan, should follow the rule of law.
Yes.
Abigail, do you think we're looking at a situation here where we have so powerful cartels that cannot be stopped?
I don't think so, because as a commission for us, we've been able to direct the Chief Land Registrar to revoke various titles. We have revoked many public utility lands in this country. We have revoked many titles belonging to many people. So for us, we follow the law and we carry out our work without fear or favor. And I can tell you, we will make a determination on the Eastleigh Market matter.
And Abigail, still remaining in Eastleigh, there was a piece of land that belonged to the chief, but now it's been grabbed by another private developer. And you're saying that you've been able to revoke title deeds.
Yes.
What is the state of that piece of land?
Is it the one near the Eastleigh Market? Eastleigh Market is also under review. We have actually finished the hearings. We are at the point of making determination.
And what is the state of this current land that we're speaking about, the 1.3 acres piece of land? Title deed.
Like I said, for preliminary, you see, because we've not made a determination as a commission, you know, we also follow procedure. But from our preliminary findings, that particular piece of land was set aside for public utility for a market. And something I would like to say, public utility land is not available for allocation to anybody.
So what is the way forward as we come to a close on this?
For us
because
as a commission,
I wanted to make assurance to the people of Eastleigh that this land will be back to them. For us as a commission, we have carried out the review process. And any land that was set aside for public utility, not only the Eastleigh Market, any land anywhere in the Republic of Kenya that was set aside for public utility is not available to be held in private lands. All right.
And the commission will continue to recover such land, will continue to revoke such land without fear or favor. And we've done so, and we are going to continue to do so.
Mr. Stephen, can we get assurances from you that the Nairobi City County will look at this piece of land and ensure it gets back to the hands of the public, the people who actually own it? Because from what I'm getting, it's like there's two conflicting information here.
Let me tell you, there is no conflicting information. The fact of the matter is, the county government, since its inception, has not allocated a single piece of land that belongs to the public to any developer. Actually, the situation we are dealing with is a situation that came from the defunct Nairobi City Council. So as far as I'm concerned, and
the defunct Nairobi City Council gave it to Alpha Traders, but as far as you're concerned, the current Nairobi City County government is that it belongs to the people. Is that the bottom line?
Yeah, if it belongs to the people, the bottom line is it still belongs to the people.
And shall it be acquired from these Alpha Traders? Is that an assurance you'd like to make on national TV?
Actually, the fact of the matter is the National Land Commission are the only one. It's not the county government. The National Land Commission will make its determination known, and once we get that determination, we shall act on it.
Abigail, how soon do we expect this determination?
I think before the end of this month.
So you'll be back here to ensure
you'll see the determination out there on what we'll have found.
Okay.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for making time.
Thank
I was
you.
speaking to the National Land Commission Vice Chairperson, Abigael Mbagaya Mukolwe, and Stephen Mwangi. He's the Chief Officer Lands in the Nairobi City County. And of course, the Eastleigh land situation is still a dicey one, but like they've mentioned that they're going to make a determination, and if it belongs to the people like it is right now, it will be returned to them.